Good afternoon, all. Hope you're all well. Thank you very much for coming and joining myself and my lovely wife, Nick, in the background. You gonna say hello or not?
Oh, hello.
She sounds happy, don't she? So thanks for coming over and joining us for our Sunday lunchtime live. Thanks to everybody who took part in the Dibber Week, hashtag Dibber Week. Some really nice pieces, loads of different various sizes, and some colouring ones as well, which is quite cool. I do like the ones where people done a bit of pyro on them as well. They're quite smart as well. So anyway, thank you to everybody who sent those over. I will be sticking that up on YouTube after the live so everybody in the world can see it, just to show how good you guys are and hopefully get other people to do the Dibber Week as well. So there'll be a new challenge up next month for that. Hashtag Dibber Week. I'm not going to tell you what it is. So we have enough to last us through the year plus because of Brian and Terry. So thanks, Brian and Terry. So next month, the beginning of the first Sunday of the month, we'll announce marches. So if you was here last week, you will know that we did the Gemstone bowl. I've now give it 2 coats of resin, so the resin's built up to the height we need. So we just got to trim that back, polish it up to a high gloss, and then hollow out. I might undercut the rim a little bit. I was thinking about this morning. I might just undercut it a little bit, just so it makes it look a little bit more better, rather than just dished out in the middle, and get rid of some of the weight, because being oak is quite heavy. So I'll go over to the lathe. Nick will welcome everybody in, and then I'll show you how far we've got.
Right, good afternoon, Wood. Wizardry by Colin, I think is on here first. And then Tommy's Workshop. We've also got Barry Chitty, Doug Miller at Woodspan Around, Chris Charlton 1033, Mark Gentleman Woodturner.
Put your sleep.
Chris Dodds, Paul Height and the Greasby Turner, Dara, Colin Izzard, it's cold in here, Dr. Bob.
Cold? It's 20 degrees, 22 degrees.
Pete from Twisted Trees, Terry Bartlett.
Nick is echoing. That maybe because we've got the stream footage on. Try that. That should be better.
Let's done it again. Stupid machine. Oh.
That should be all right now.
Brian at Harwood Turning.
Troublemaker, Brian is.
I might have said it, but Barry Chitty. If I said it twice, you think yourself lucky. Barry's Wood Creations. Brian Watkins. You spelled his name wrong in your thing.
Did I? I apologise.
Todd at Glen Cove. No, Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks. Welcome. Not seen you on here before. Jeff Crone, hello, first time here, although I recognise a bunch of your fans.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome, Jeff.
Brent Beecroft. Lawrence is on as well.
Hello, Lawrence.
Susie Swisswood Turner.
Hello, Susie.
Steve Fleming's on. I don't know if I said Dr. Bob.
Yeah, you just did.
Cold here, minus 14 degrees C. I have my shop heater running for an hour just to warm up my bedway so I can set my coffee on it without freezing my coffee. William Kenny's on. Terry TJ Turning. You're right, Terry. Brian Lovins. I'm going really slow so I don't jump to the bottom. Grandpa Jim Woodturner's on. Peter Cochrane's on as well. Norman Greenwell. Eric Winkler. Shop Dog Workshop's on as well.
Hi, Mark.
And I think
Lewis Quantric Craftsman's on. Joe Senior.
I ain't got that far then, have I?
There's lots
Door
of people.
60's on. Who else did you say?
Joe Senior. There was someone
Sorry,
new just
I
come
ain't
in as
seen
well.
Joe either on here. Oh,
There was someone new just popped in. I saw. Where did I see that? I can't believe I'm seeing it now.
Trevor Reed's on. Klondike Craftsman. Wood Dude. You said Joe. I haven't seen. Oh yeah, Joe Senior. Hi Joe.
Antia Bohr. Good morning from the US. First time. Welcome.
Amy's on as well. Welcome,
Hi,
Amy.
Amy.
Someone else I just see. Kim Dickerson.
Hi,
And
Chris.
anyone who I've missed it now, please just put at the bottom. Say, wait, missus, you missed me, because, like I say, it was sort of slowed down. Then it went really quick. So they're saying hello to someone else, and I can't see.
Right, anyway, welcome. Welcome to everybody who's here. Welcome to all the new people. Hope you enjoy and hope you come back.
Ah, Benjamin's on, and Roy's the boy.
Good morning, gentlemen. Right, so we left it last week where I put the first coat of resin in on the gems. That sunk back a little
Oh, your
bit.
dad's on as well.
Oh, hi, Dad. Hope you're
How you
feeling a bit.
feeling?
Hope you're feeling a bit better today. So
Just a
yeah,
minute. Stop 1 minute. If we can all send some get well wishes to Richard. It says Benton, but his surname is Benton. He's in hospital. He's been really poorly. So pray for him and hope he gets well soon, and hopefully he'll be home with his family.
definitely,
So
definitely. Right.
get well soon, Dad. Also, sorry, you got to stop. Malcolm Douglas is on. And that's it, I think. I think I've got everybody now.
Hi, Malcolm. Right, so we left it last week where we put gemstones in it, put a slight thin coat over the top of the gemstones. I came in there on Tuesday night, put a second coat over it, and there's a bit of a bulge because it managed to just sit before
Sorry,
it
Woodturning by Barry's on. I missed him.
went over the top. So now it's got a slight bulge in it. So we're just going to trim that back, just so we bring it flush with this wood. I'm only going to take a little Nancy bit off of this bit of wood here because I don't want to go too low because I don't want to hit the gemstones. And then we're going to take out this, and like I say, I might try and undercut it a little bit. Not a lot, just enough, just so it's sort of going in and out, just to take a bit of the weight off it and make it look a little bit redder, really. So I'm going to use traditional bowl gauze just to take off the resin. You can use carbides. If it was polyester resin, if it was polyester resin, I would definitely use carbides, but because it's epoxy, I'm going to use traditional. So just a couple of slow cuts just to get that resin flat. This is the best part that the resin people like with resin at the mess. Brian will be crying now. You see this mess coming off her hair. Right over the camera. That's typical, isn't it?
TF Turnan's on. So it looks like silly string.
There you go. You can see now.
Pete put get well soon. Richard Nicky has a list of painting jobs waiting for you.
Right, let's get rid of this into the bin.
Need him to get well, bless him.
So that's about as much as I'm going to take off of that. Like I say, it's just a thin plate, thin skim of it, just really to flatten it out. So I've just got a little bit of a lump in there, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a shear cut on there, just to flatten it out just a little tiny bit.
Amy's got a question. She said, "What's the difference between the resins?"
They're two different formulas, Amy. Epoxy resin is a two-part. Well, they're both two-part, but the epoxy, you have a part A, part B, and it's a 2-to-1 in quantity, not weight. And then the polyester is more designed for boat holes and all that sort of stuff. It's really hard wearing. Benefits with polyester is you get a lovely shine on it, easy to get a nice shine on it. Epoxy, you have to work a little bit harder at it. Epoxy is quite a little bit softer than polyester resin as well. It's more plasticky than a hard compound. But with polyester, you have to put what they call a catalyst in it. So,
Pete's got a question. He said, "What speed's the lathe?"
what speed's the lathe? The speed lathe of the speed, the lathe of the speed. The speed of the lathe was around about 1100 RPM, because I don't want to generate too much heat on that resin. Right, so let's get it sanded up. Going to sand that up to from 120 to 240. Make sure you put your extraction on. That's 120, 180, 180.
TF Turner said, "That's one thing that puts me off turn and resin. That I don't have a pressure pot."
You don't need to put everything in a pressure pot. This wasn't put in a pressure pot. What you need to do though is just make sure you seal the wood well, because if not, you will get air bubbles come up through it. But if you seal it well, we sealed it with sand and sealer. Give it 2 or 3 good wet coats of sand and sealer to seal the wood, which helps prevent the air bubbles coming to it. But obviously, it will produce a few air bubbles to start with. But you just have to keep popping them with a hot air gun. But once you've done that, you should be fine. So we're just going to Yorkshire grit that up. We'll do your original and the microfine.
Wood Dude said, "Is there any truth behind the rumour that resin turning is soon to be outlawed?"
Oh, I don't know about that one. There'll be a lot of companies go bankrupt if there is.
Pete said the wood it's already outlawed in his workshop.
Right, so slow the lathe down to about 400, 500 RPM.
Right, Eric Winkler's got a question. Does anyone have any ideas for turning bamboo, maybe even with epoxy?
No, never turned bamboo.
Another question for the chat. For the chat, does anyone live near Torquay? I'm going there next Monday. So anyone in the chat? Pete Cochran wants to know if anyone lives near Torquay. TF Turn said, "Cheers, Steve. I'll have to revisit at some point." Pete said, "Eric, don't turn bamboo is the best plan." Michael McEwen's on.
Hi, Michael. So just buff that off. Let's see what we've got.
Right, Roy said, "Why did you only go to 240 before Yorkshire grit?"
Because Yorkshire grit will take it from 240 up to 1,000 grit, mate. And you don't get the sand and you don't get the dust like you do with sanding. That's the benefits of Yorkshire grit. Original anyway. I'm just going to give that another coat. If you're sanding wood, you don't need to go. If you're using Yorkshire grit, you don't need to go higher than 240 grit. Well, anything really. You can do if you want to, but there's no point. Because all you're doing, if you take it higher than 240, when you put the grit on it, you're just going to take it back anyway. So you might as well save your time and don't waste your sanding pads. Right, so there we got. That's just with the original.
Wouldn't it be nice is on?
Hi, Hugh. How are you? I think that's.
Hi who?
I think that's.
Hi
I
who?
was thinking of the
Maybe.
name. I'm sure it's Hugh.
Yeah. Hi who?
Hi ho.
Who ha who?
I heard a good joke the other day.
Oh, don't you rubbish at jokes, mate.
The joke was. Now, don't take offence to this. This is a joke, right? What do you call a one-legged Chinese man? See if there's any answers come in, and then I'll tell you the answer. So Yorkshire grit microfine should take you up to 2,000 grit. Don't forget though, if you're using Yorkshire grit on wood only, you need to use sand and sealer first. Obviously, we're using it on resin, so we don't need to. And the rims were sanded and sealed last week anyway. So we'll see how well that comes up.
Dad said hop along.
No, I'll tell you the answer.
Flame and Turner's on. Wait a minute. No,
Hi, Nick. Do you want me to tell you the answer? His name is Taiwan Shu.
They're really funny.
Right.
Your jokes are rubbish.
So that's taken that up to about 2,000 grit. I'm just going to do a little bit more on that because I can still feel a little bit.
There's lots of get well wishes for your dad.
Good. He needs them. He needs to get better. He needs to get out of hospital. I need to see him.
You need some jobs doing. Joking. I'm joking.
Sod the jobs.
I'm going to have to employ someone to do some stuff because you don't do it.
Learn yourself, love. That'd be even better. You could be multi-talented then, like me.
I might just divorce you and marry someone that will do it.
That could work. Right. So let's just polish that off. So I just polish that off. See what that looks like. That feel better. So I'm not going to do no more now to that until we actually finish out the inside. And then I'll put some wax or something over the top of that. As you can see, has brought up those. Let's put it on in camera so you can see. That's brought up those. Is it clear? Yep. It's brought up those gems, nice and shiny. So we'll stick a bit of wax over the top of them when we finish the inside off. So now for the inside. So just a normal bowl gouge. Just take a
I
lot of
said
this out.
Wivey Woodshed's on.
Yeah, you did say Wivey.
Love Angel's on as well.
Hi, Donna. So let's take some of this out here.
How do you think I feel TF turning?
What's that?
He said it's so many you can't keep up with the chat. Brent, don't laugh at his jokes. They are not funny. Wouldn't it be nice? Don't laugh at his jokes. They're not funny.
But just some people have got no sense of humour. That's what it is.
Can you just remind Roy what resin you've used?
Yes, I will show you, Roy.
And Dara was asked if the bowls moved a bit.
No, should have done. Well, it goes round and round, but it shouldn't have moved. Epoxy. Hang on, you can't see because I turned these lights off. Epoxy. This is the actual one, the one I look for. B20 dual cast, crystal clear dual cast. For 6 kilos, it's around about, I think about 75 quid. But you can buy small quantities if you want to try it, obviously. So, wrong button, Stephen. So obviously, if you want to try it, buy a smaller quantity first. But make sure you keep your resin warm, because if you don't keep it warm, it will crystallize in the bottle. It will come back when you warm it back up, but it will crystallize in the bottle. You need to, excuse me, you need to keep it above, I think it's above 7 degrees or 8 degrees, something like that. Wrong camera, Steve. This camera. Change scales. It's a bit short, that one. It's had that much ground off of it. Or this one.
Eric Winkler's got to go.
See you later, Eric. Thanks for coming over, mate. Have a good day.
Kim said instead of flowers, buy paintbrush and a roller.
Say again.
Instead of flowers, buy a paintbrush and a roller. Michelle Higgins is on. Good afternoon, Stephen, arts fans.
Hi, Michelle.
Mark says end cam, Steve.
M cam.
End cam.
You don't want that one then. I think I might block it, mightn't I? If I...
Diddley 61 is on.
Good evening. Or afternoon.
Valentine's Day. Don't need Valentine's Day, do we, mate?
I tell you, I love you every day. I don't need to say. 9 times out of 10, the answer I get is yeah.
No, you don't. Pete said he's not hitting the thumbs up till I start carrot chopping. I have got some.
Right, so I'm going to try and turn this rest now, so there's a little bit of support inside, so I can hollow that out a little bit on on this edge. So I'll perhaps block the camera now when I come in. Yeah, I'll have to
turn it then.
No, I'll put it on. I'll put it on that camera because I'm going to come in there to undercut that a little bit.
Benjamin said, thanks for reminding me, because Mark said it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Thanks for reminding Mark, I've treated myself to a 1/2-inch router. Flamer Turner said, I'd say the side cam, you've got a better angle of what you're doing.
I'm just going to gently take that in a little bit. I'm not taking it far, just enough to make that look a little bit better, really. Can't see. It's a bit dark. I need a light. I'm going to get a light. I can't see.
Put your glasses on.
I've got my glasses on. That's the light, love. I can't see. Not can't see. I don't know where I'll put that.
Yeah, that is a problem, Mark.
What's that?
I'm about 2 minutes behind.
No, I can't find my light, so I'll have to turn the headstock a little bit so I can see a bit better.
Pete said Lisa isn't getting flowers, got her single malt whiskey instead.
Right, that's better. Can you still see? Yeah, you can still see. That's better. I can see now. Just that the light was a bit. I was covering the light, so. Check the depth. I don't want to go through the bottom, do we? So it's just got a little bit of an undercut on it, not a lot, just a little bit. I kept the depth of my Mark the Gentleman Woodturner depth gauge. Oh, loads. So just got a little bit of a ridge in there where I've gone from there to there. So we'll just get that out a little bit.
Flamer Turner said you need a little flexi light.
I have got one, Nick, but I can't find it. I've moved things about. I can't find it.
Wouldn't it be nice? Said, is that a Simon Hope gouge?
It is. That one is. Yes, that's the Simon Hope gouge. Remember, guys, when you're going in that way, just be careful because as you go in, if you go in too deep, you're going to catch your flute of your or the wing of your gouge, and you're going to get a catch. So obviously, before you get to where your wing is going to catch, just gently curve it around. That's why I've got that little bit of a lip in there. That's going. That's going. A little bit more.
Top Dog Workshop's got to go.
See you later, Mark. Thanks for coming over.
And Amy's got to go because she needs to get to sleep.
Oh, Amy. Have a good night. That's better.
Pete said, do you have a depth gouge?
Gouge. I have a depth gauge.
He said he's still waiting for his.
Oh, are you, Pete? I know a bloke who makes them. But he's a bit particular who he makes them for.
He put, Pete, you made your own.
Oh, so I'm just going to finish it off with a negative rake scraper in that corner, really. Being oak, that won't get a lot of tear out. Let's have a look. That's better. Got rid of that little lip in there. Nice little transaction line between there and there. I'm happy with that. God, I've got to clean these beds up.
Could you please show the front of the scraper to the camera quickly? Says Susie.
Yes, there you go, Susie. Let me just clean all the crud off of it. Hang on, clean the camera. Let's put the windscreen wiper on. Bzz, bzz. There you go. Right, there's the scraper. I don't know if you does that pick it up. So as long as it doesn't go over 90-degree angle, I believe I wrote on mine what I have on them. So this is a 60-30 angle, as long as it doesn't exceed 90. You can go less than that, go to 25, 60, 55, 25, whatever you wanted. But obviously, as long as it doesn't exceed over 90 degrees, because it won't get a cutting edge if you do that. You can grind. That came as a normal scraper. I ground that myself. So we're just going to sand that now. That's nice. I like that little bit of a undercutting there. That's nice. Just blow my nose, I think.
Shane Hurst is on.
Hello, Shane. Welcome if that's your first time. Hope
Andy
you enjoy.
H is for Turnham's on as well.
Hi, Andy. How you doing, mate? Right, so I'm going to use a bit of Abranet to sand it up in there. I'm going to sand from, what have I got, 100 grit. Basically, just because it's a bit rough with the scraper. So make sure we've got extraction on. Turn the lathe down a little bit. Always remember your extraction, folks. You don't want to be breathing that, dusting that in. Run the lathe about 400. Not running it over our resin though. We don't want to be ruining our resin because obviously we've already polished that up. So just making sure we don't catch that. So we're using the first grit to get rid of all our roughness. And then obviously the rest of the grits are just to remove the scratch marks for the first grit. So spend a bit of time using the first one to get rid of all that tear out or whatever you got without dropping it.
On about a rolled edge.
Oh, I bet as Bloom and Brian started that.
No, that was Pete. And then Mark.
No rolled edges in this household.
Not in the house.
Right, so that's our 100 grit. Don't be frightened to stop your lathe and have a look in between grits, just so you can check it. There's nothing worse than sanding up to the finished grit and then realise you've still got a bit of tear out. So just check that. At 120, we're going to take this up to 240 again, because we're going to Yorkshire grit it.
Oh, God, I'm froze I am.
Come put my jacket on. My jacket's in there.
Oh, because that smells.
Don't smell, you cheeky git. My mud muncher one's on the side there. She's not in a very good mood today. You can hear it, can't you, in her voice? She's a bit grumpy.
I don't know why. What did go out? It's cold and wet.
You can go out if you want to go out. You've got a week to go out. Right, 120. Where's my 240? 240. That's not a very good bit of 240. That needs to go in the bin.
Colin said those gemstones are catching the light, a great effect. Effect.
They are quite cool, actually, little gemstones. I've got some more. I might see if I can. I don't know how they would turn if I just cast them in resin, whether they would turn or whether they would just break up as you hit them with the gouge.
You'd have to place them carefully, a bit unlike the teddy bears, they didn't quite work. I don't think they did anyway.
What?
The teddy bears.
Gummy bears. There's too many blacks in there. There should have been more variants of bolder colours.
They need to be facing out a little bit more.
Well, how does that work?
No, I'm not.
Right, that's 240. You notice I had to move my airline because Brian told me I got to move it yesterday. Can't please some people, I tell you. Right. So sanded up to 240 grit. We're going to sand and seal that now because obviously it's wood. And you always sand and seal before Yorkshire grit on wood. So Chestnut Products, cellulose sand and sealer.
Oh, Kim's coming home today.
Yep, that's got to pick her up tonight, I think, or this afternoon. Pops that does when you put that sand and sealer on it. Nice couple of coats of sand and sealer just to seal up nice. Get a good finish on it. Seal it up so you get a good finish on it. There we go. Let that draw off a little bit. So we're going to go over that again with our Yorkshire grit. Blow dust off the tin. So we're going to apply Yorkshire grit exactly the same as we always do. Fold your tissue up so you've got a nice cushion. Apply it lathe standing. Nice coat. Turn your lathe on about 400, between 400 and 500, or as low as you can get your lathe really. And then just gently work it in. Let it take its time to cut it. Spend a couple of 3 minutes on it, working in the grit. You should see all the wood starting to cut and stick to the tissue. Just going to speed up a little tiny bit.
Steve, you said before you sand and sealer is 60-40. What is... I don't know what it says now. What?
Right, 60% cellulose sand and sealer, 40% cellulose thinners. You can go thinner. I used to do 50-50, but I thought that was a bit too thin. But it's down to your preference, really.
Lawrence said, does the sand and sealer react with the resin because of the thinner?
No, shouldn't do. But you don't need to put it. The idea of sand and sealer is to seal the wood. You don't need to put it on resin because obviously you don't need to seal it.
Christine and Michael Heseltine are on. Hashtag flowers for Nikki.
Hi, Christine and Michael. How you doing? Hope you're both well. Thanks for coming over. Ooh, that's hot, that bit. Right. So as you can see, all the... Which camera we're on? As you can see, all the sanded wood is all caught in the tissue. So we're just going to speed up a little bit just to finish that off. Like I say, this should take us up to about 1,000 grit. Clean bit of tissue, just clean that off. What we're looking for is the tissue to come off clean. Then we know we've got all the residue, the wax off of it.
Well, he's got to go. He's got to pop out.
Who? Roy?
Yeah.
See you later, Roy. Thanks for coming over, mate.
Doug said he didn't start at this time, but he's sure it will continue. Hashtag flowers for Nikki. Told Steve not to buy them. Told him to wait until after Valentine's Day if he wants to buy me flowers. I think that's ridiculous how much they charge. But he probably won't listen.
So there you go. That is sanded up to around about 1,000 grit now. Nice and smooth. Not going to go no further than that. Don't really need to really. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go over the whole thing with some high gloss wax. So just grab a screwdriver, open my tin. So I'm using Hampshire Sheen high gloss wax. My go-to wax. I do like Hampshire Sheen. You're a muppet, Beckett.
Look, yeah, sorry, just what's he put?
He sent me a message and it came up on my watch.
What?
He sent me a message and it came up on my watch. Right, so just rub that in. When you start rubbing your wax and you feel it starting to grab, you know it's about ready to buff off. So I'm going to put a couple of coats over this. So I'll keep that bit of tissue. So let's just gently buff this off. So fold that in half so we get a clean bit. Don't need to apply any pressure when you're putting your wax on. If you put pressure on it, you're just going to burn off the wax. So we're going to put another coat of that over.
Marky Bex is on.
Marky Bex. Hello, Marky Bex.
Wouldn't it be nice, said, anyone going to Chestnut Woodturning weekend at the end of July in Swindon?
No, I don't think I will be.
Why?
It's a long way to go for the day, isn't it?
Swindon, it that far?
It's an hour and a half, and well, a bit more than that for us, I suppose.
Brian Watkins, what are the other ingredients of acrylic and cellulose sand and sealer? I currently use shellac sand and sealer, which is DNA and shellac further diluted with DNA for sealing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the ingredients in the acrylic one, because obviously it's water-based, so I'm not sure what's in it. Oh, what's in it? So that I couldn't answer the question. I've heard good things about the shellac sand and sealer, but I've never actually used it, to be perfectly honest. So just going to let it dry off a little bit, and we'll buff that. And that'll be our final coat. So if someone can answer the question for Brian Watkins, that'd be good, because that'd be interesting to know. Because like I say, I've never really used. Yeah, she's a bit behind, isn't she, Brian? Brian's put his link in for tomorrow night, I take it.
Right, who's the other one?
Terry.
Temporary Terry, are you putting yours in or do you want me to do it? Dara says acrylic's water-based.
Yes, it is.
Colin said he may go, just depends how Debs is. It was good last year. Andy HC is hoping to go on the Sunday. He's got a wedding on the Saturday.
I might go. I don't know. I'll see
Wouldn't it
what's.
be nice? Said hopefully see you there.
See what the. It all depends on COVID, really. If there's still a lot of issues about with restrictions and this and the other.
Don't think there's going to be, mate.
No, I know there's not.
No, COVID's going to disappear when they take off all the restrictions.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what they think, innit? But depends. If the infection rates and that are still going through the roof, then I won't go. But I'll see. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to Makers this year, so my hotel's booked, but I'll see what happens.
Ryan put, you thought it saved me the trouble, so go. And Terry's put his in as well. Well done. Oh, I better get cutting these veg.
Right, so you can see the shine coming on that now after a couple of coats.
Do you want? Are we having roasted new potatoes or just?
Whatever you want, my love. Whatever's easiest for you.
Sea can be nice to me. Colin said it's about 80 miles from him.
I don't know. Swindon is. Well, when we used to go, that's the other side of where your nan used to live.
No, it ain't. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the
Yes,
other
yes,
side.
yeah. So it used to take us
Not before.
about 2.5 hours to get to your nan's. So
Mm.
it's going to be. We'll see. I'll see. Right, there we go. Nice and shiny, sparkly.
Susie said, "How many of you know each other in real life?"
We don't.
Well, we've met. Steve's met Brian, haven't you? And we've met Mark.
I don't like to say things. I don't like to say that though, because it makes.
We met Terry. Who else have we met? You met Pete, haven't you?
Yeah, I met Pete. I met.
And we met Les Thorne. We've met Terry Bartlett, haven't we, as well?
Yeah, Colwyn Way, Martin Sabian Smith.
And then
Right,
Barry. Which
Barry
Barry is
Oak.
it?
Barry
He
Oak.
lives just not far from us, and so Roy's a boy. Met him as well. He came over. I think that's it.
Right.
Met quite a few of them.
I think we're there. Hughie Lionheart. Nick's met him. She perhaps don't remember.
Wouldn't it be nice? It's about an hour and a half for him as well.
Yeah.
Brian said roasted always. New potatoes.
Actually,
Mark's not going to make us because he'll be in Turkey.
There's actually still a few little marks in there.
Klondike said, "Is the resin flush with the wood?"
Yes, it is, Lewis. It's perfectly flush.
It's not dipped in a bit.
No. It's flush. I've done it. It's flowing. I'll put it on the camera so you can see. Should be.
We've got a gentleman on called Dave Oatey. Not heard him before. He said, "Any nice wood turning shops in Turkey, Mark?" And we met Kim, of course, yeah.
So it's flush, perfectly flush.
And we met
But I'm just going to finish it up a little bit because there's a few little marks in that resin. I'm
Terry's
not happy
lovely
with.
wife as well.
Ruth.
And Terry's granddaughter.
Alexi.
And
his daughter. No,
and
his son.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just going to buff that.
Two of his granddaughters we met, didn't we?
Yes, we have. Yeah, the little one and the older one.
Graham Taylor's on.
Hi, Graham.
He's always last to the party.
Don't matter, mate. We're just going to polish this resin up a little bit more.
Wouldn't it be nice? Said he's met Andy Paramore and Emma Cook, the tiny turner.
Yeah, I've met Emma. She's a nice woman.
Anita Ball is on. She said that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Radar the wood turner's on.
Hello. So I'm just polishing this resin up because when you're holding it, like, there's a few little marks in it. I just want to spend a bit more time on that.
Colin said he's meeting your guest earworm on Wednesday. He's demoing at a club he's joining near him.
Oh, good. Les is a laugh. Les is such a lovely guy, so friendly. You mean
Les Thorne?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, when I first started turning, done the channel, I never in a wildest dreams think that I'd be, I'd have people like Les Thorne and Colwyn Way and all that on the channel just to have a laugh and a joke with. But they just, Brian and Terry was talking about this Friday night. They're just like normal people. They're just like us. You know what I mean? There's nothing different about them. And they're just names that you hear, but when you first start turning, they're like legends. I mean, I started watching Les and Colwyn before I even started turning. But they are so genuine and such nice guys.
Oh no, Andy's just tested positive for COVID today.
Oh, Andy, hope you're not feeling too well. I mean,
too well.
Well, I hope you're not feeling unwell with it, because some people don't feel unwell with it, do they?
I went to my sister's on Friday, and her daughter, my niece, said, "Oh, I need to do a test," because she was having a second COVID jab the next day and going to see my mum. She said, "Oh, I think I'll do a test." So she did a test that night rather than doing it in the morning, so she didn't have to get up a bit earlier, and hers was positive. Everyone else that was there done tests, and they was negative, which was bizarre. So my sister took her for a PCR, and that come back positive. So obviously we're just keeping an eye on that to make sure me and my daughter don't get it. But that is the second time she's had it. I've texted her this morning and she says she feels all right. She's not feeling too bad with it. So fingers crossed that this one will be a bit better than the first time she had it. Hopefully she won't. She's chose twice late in her bedroom. So hopefully she won't have to be in there too long, bless her. I suppose a good thing that she gets waited on.
Just going to go over to a bit of microfine now. A lot of the scratches have gone out of it.
So yeah, I hope you're not poorly with it, Andy. Mark, why was asked whereabouts you're going? Always put it in there. He said he's not too bad so far.
Good. I mean, I know several people who have had tested positive for it, but they've not had no symptoms.
Yeah, that's what Libs was like. Jeff Crone says, well, it's 8 a.m. here and I have to videotape the church service now. See ya and thanks for the smiles.
See you later, Jeff. Thanks for coming over. Hope to see you again. All right, so we'll see how much of a shine we've got on that one. So I'm just going to put a light over that to see. Oh, that's much better. Much better. Yep, that's much better.
Wouldn't it be nice, said Colwyn trained him in turning at Axminster's training centre?
Oh, nice. That would be a dream come true, wouldn't it? Have lessons from people like that. Right, so I think we're there now. Like I say, I just want to get
Woodbridge by
the
Colin said he's had it. Even with the jabs and boost and a mask, he's positive for 20 days. I'm sorry, but I just think if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. I just think that, I mean, I've been around people.
Well, because you have the jab, it doesn't stop you getting it.
No, I've been around people where we've been in close contact and then they found out later they've had it and I still haven't had it. You know, I was with my niece and touch wood, I haven't done a test since Friday, but if I go out next week, I'll just do a test and make sure everything's clear. I won't have a test until I'll have a test before I go see my parents. So, Andy, I love Woodturning's on.
Hi, Andy. How you doing?
Dara's saying they say the incubation period is 5 to 14 days. Yeah, here you have to have 2 negatives, really.
Right.
Anita's got to go. Take care.
Thank you very much for coming over. Hope you've enjoyed. I think we're there. Right, let's get this out and have a look now.
And I ain't even done my veg, look.
Let's put on overhead cam.
Sack me, I'm slacking. I ain't bought the potato peeler out for that, so that'll have to wait till I get back.
So there we go. The Gemstone bowl. Like I say, it's got rid of all those scratches on there now. They're all
you know
nice
where
and
that's
smooth.
going, don't you?
Slight undercut.
You know where that's going, don't you?
What's that?
That go in my living room. You know I like reds and oranges. And
So let's
swap it for the sweet mortgages.
just focus that in. Oops, focus that in a little bit, just so you can see it a bit better. There you go. That's a bit better. So the good thing is, it actually sparkles as you turn it. Look at the sparkle on the gems. Cool. I like them. Should have got some more colours, really.
Yeah, I agree, Colin. Just look at the draw, unfortunately.
Right.
Wouldn't it be nice that he's seen Colin next Saturday at Axminster's in Cardiff, where he is demonstrating robust American beauty?
All right, keep rubbing it in.
Adam said it's very cool. Todd said beautiful, Steve. Susie said this turned out really not well.
Thank you.
Nice shine. Brian said very nice, Steve.
Just put all this stuff away.
Door 60, very nice, Steve.
Thank you, guys. Very much
Dara said
appreciated.
she's had both shots and been around people who've had it and have yet to get it. Mark said lovely piece. Barry, Chitty, very nice, Steve. Klondike Craftsman, that's nice. Brent looking great. Trevor, lovely, Steve. You can read them now. Terry looks great. Nice work, says TF Turning.
I'm trying to get it caught in the light. There we go. That's better.
Chris Dodd's beautiful. Wood Wizardry by Colin, very cool. Radar says look great, Steve. Doug Miller, very nice, Steve. Lawrence, very beautiful, well done, Steve. Barry's Wood Creations, very nice, Steve. Another great project live. Sidley, nice one. Joe said beautiful. Dad said next time I see that will be Raiders of the Lost Ark. Colin said sack Nikki for not chopping carrots.
Yeah, sucker.
Dara said she loves the hearts.
Hearts?
They're not hearts, are they?
They're not hearts. They're gems.
They're just
like
gems.
little gemstones.
He has done one with hearts.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. Where is that?
I
don't know. I might have put it away. I think I'll put it in the cupboard out of the way.
Very nice. Wouldn't it be nice? Looks amazing, Steve. Quite autumnal colours. Chris Charlton, great result, Steve.
I bet you just want the dust off it first. Here's the one I did. Who asked Dara? Did you say?
No, she didn't say. She said.
Here's the one I did with Love Hearts. That's the one I did with Love Hearts. Similar sort of principle. They're wooden Love Hearts, though. We put some gold glitter in the resin. Similar principle.
Pete said it's nice. Pete ain't got a rolled edge.
Oh, Pete, me and you're gonna fall out sunshine. So anyway, that's the piece. Composite bit of oak, 3 bits of wood glued all together. Look, and yeah, nice little finished piece. So I don't know if you guys know or not, but I'm going to check now, just quickly. I am getting so close to 3,000 subs. So what I'm going to do is when I hit 3,000 subs, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm just going to check to see how many I've got, just so I don't lie to you. Let's have a look. That one. I have currently dashboard. Currently, I have 2,974 subs, so I'm 26 subs away. So when I hit 3,000 subs, I'm going to do a giveaway. And I'm going to do a giveaway that nobody ever has done before. I'm going to be giving something away that nobody other than myself and one other person has in this world. So, get your friends, family, fake accounts, I don't really care, to get me up to 3,000 subs and see what the giveaway is. So, I'm going to do the giveaway over 2 weeks. So it's going to be a long time for period. So we get plenty of people to enter the giveaway. But like I say, if you'd like to have a chance to win something that nobody ever has, only myself and one other person, then get me up to 3,000 subs. I don't normally beg, but I'm begging because it's been taken. It seems like it's took me forever to get to 3,000 subs, and I really want to go there because that'd be a massive milestone for the channel. So I really do appreciate all your support. As always, if it weren't for you guys, I'll be back in this. I'll just check my cupboard. If it weren't for you guys, obviously the channel wouldn't be worth doing. I wouldn't be here. And it's always entertaining. Interaction with you guys every Sunday, every Friday is absolutely awesome. I just so much appreciate it. But I would like to hit that 3,000 sub mark. So when I'm there, there's going to be a 2-week giveaway. I'm going to do it over 2 weeks, so plenty of people can enter. And like I say, it'll be something that nobody else has got in this planet other than myself and one other person. So, with that saying that, here's the project. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks to all the new people come over today. Very much appreciated. Hopefully we'll see you again. If you like what you're seeing, then consider subscribing. And come back and see us again. Join the chat. Have a laugh. That's what we're here for.
Nikki away.
You won't be able to afford that.
That's what Pete said.
So thank you very much for coming over. Thanks to all the new people come over and checked us out. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've had a laugh. That's what we're here for. I like to think that we're here to have a little bit of laugh.
Chris Dodd's put the name of your barber. It's me. I do his hair.
Have a bit of a laugh. Do a bit of turning. Yes, okay. Not the best project in the world, but hopefully it's a bit of entertainment. That's what we're here for. We're not here for any other reason but a bit of entertainment. So, I perhaps will see you guys in the week in someone's live. If not, have a great week. enjoy yourself. That's what life's all about. I'll be at work, so I'm not like half of these people who my so-called friends don't work. I have to go to work. So like I say, have a great week. And if not, we'll see you next Friday night. Friday night we have Les Fawn on. Um, as I said earlier, or a little while ago, Les is a terrific guy. I really do look up to people like Les and Colwyn and Martin, or Mike Walt and all those sort of people. I really look up to those because they've got a lot of experience and they're willing to share. Which is, there aren't many communities where people who are more experienced and qualified are willing to share their experience with others, which is a great, to me, a great privilege. So come over and check us out Friday night, 7:45. We'll go live as always. And there'll be myself, Les Fawn, Brian from Woodturning. I nearly forgot them. And I'm not sure who the other one will be yet. Terry's going to his turning club, so Terry won't be there. So we'll see. We'll see what we've got. So anyway, come and join us. Other than that, have a great week. It's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from
Bye.
Nick. He's finished chopping a veg.
Bye.
Oh, you're not. So yeah, have a great week. Oh, just quickly before we go, from Friday night, I do apologise for the swearing. It did say on my computer that we was dead before I swore, and I was just overwhelmed with the amount of people that we had in. But it's been taken off now, so hopefully that won't offend anybody else. But I do apologise about that. So anyway, have a great week. Take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Bye.
Bye.